Good morning, fellow Cameroonians and all Anglophones, Ambazonians, Southern Cameroonians, as you choose to call yourself. This is Chairman Capo Daniel. Today is the 2nd of October, and this is our daily brief. 1st of October have come and passed. I've spoken to some of our soldiers in Boyo. They have told me that they will be releasing their video. I will not be the one to release it, but their video for 1st of October will be released, and there are some videos that are coming up from Bui, and there are many things we need to address. But what I want to share with you today, ladies and gentlemen, especially with our Anglophone community, is some conversation that Francophones are having. There is this program in French for Cameroon that I often listen to because it reminds me of the wonderful education we had from the Cameroon Calling, the programs on the CRTV that we listen every morning when we go to church. My father, I grew up listening to it with my father. I see him listening to it. It helped shape a lot of our Anglophone ideologies and how we see ourselves and how resilient we are. So I will play this audio and I will say certain things so that you will listen with me. And this is important because in the beginning of the struggle, many Francophones, in their mind, they always say Cameroon was not a colony of France and Britain because we were UN mandated territory. In their mind, that is it. It doesn't really matter whether we were mandated territory or we were colony. Mandatory territories were part of a colonial system. So let me play this audio and then I'm gonna talk about our daily podcast later. Listen with me.
Et de sédimentation de
It's in
l'État-nation,
French,
Aristide Monod
so that I hope
rappelle le
most
rôle
people who listen to me
capital
will
de la
understand.
restitution de la vraie histoire et de sa célébration. Il parle ce matin du cas de la réunification qui, selon lui, devait être célébrée à juste titre. Le 1er octobre serait, de son point de vue,
this is an introduction to the program.
Émotivement plus chargé
The
que
issue
les
of
autres
our
dates depuis
identity and 1st of
1960.
October.
Bonjour.
Listen.
Bonjour, hier c'était le 1er octobre, date anniversaire de la réunification du Cameroun. Pour nous, c'est cette date qui devrait être le jour de célébration de notre fête nationale parce qu'elle est historiquement plus chargée que les autres de la dynamique d'institutionnalisation de l'État du Cameroun. Entre le 1er janvier 1960, le 11 février 1961, le 1er octobre 1961, le 20 mai 1972 et le 4 février 1984, pour nous, c'est le 1er octobre qui est plus marqué après le 11 février 1961. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé le 1er octobre? C'est l'officialisation des retrouvailles entre deux territoires divisés pendant plus de 40 ans par les colons anglais et français sous l'impulsion de la SDN puis de l'ONU. On peut appeler ça comme on veut. On dira que le Cameroun a été sous tutelle. Il n'a jamais été une colonie. Ça, c'est du juridisme. Le sociopolitiste, lui, ne s'intéresse pas trop à ce qui est écrit, dit ou présenté de façade, la coque. Ce qui est important pour lui, c'est ce qu'on voit concrètement sur le terrain, la pratique quotidienne. Ce qui est.
So that was just a sneak peek that shows you how the reality and the truth is coming out on both sides. The Francophones are now talking about the real history. For a long time, Francophones have seen Cameroon, Southern Cameroon, as part of their territory that was lost, or see us as we were temporarily being administered by the British, temporarily being administered by the French, and that the German Cameroon was divided into two. Somehow the French Cameroon is the mother country, is the motherland or the fatherland, and then we, the Southern Cameroon, was part of the territory that lost. It is expressed by Amadou Ahidjo when he talks about the northern part of Cameroon that voted in plebiscite to join Nigeria. They were crying that they have lost a territory, like it was their territory to be lost, like the French Cameroon feel ownership of those territories. I want to remind my audience that the German Cameroon was divided into 5 parts. Part of it is in Chad, part of it went to Congo, part of it went to Nigeria, and part of it was administered separately as a mandate territory and part of the French separately as mandate territory. They were not separately, it was not a single territory that was managed separately to be reunited. No, it was separately, it was gone. Demarcation were made. But the truth is coming on both sides. And we must put propaganda for our people to face the reality. of what happened, what was 1st October. I'll read the Constitution of Cameroon, the first Constitution of Cameroon that came out when we had independence. This is in Article 1. Constitution of the Federal Republic of Cameroon. Article 1 states that the Federal Republic of Cameroon is formed as from 1st of October to 1961 of the territory of the Republic of Cameroon, henceforth, the Republic of Cameroon, that is La République du Cameroun, as we call it, the territory of La République du Cameroun, henceforth called East Cameroon, and the territory of Southern Cameroon, formerly under the British administration, henceforth called West Cameroon. So, it says that the Federal Republic was formed. A country was created on the 1st of October. Not the former French Cameroon, not the former British Cameroon. A new country was formed, which we call in PRAP, in our ideology, a superstate. The Federal Republic of Cameroon was a superstate that constituted the former British Southern Cameroon and the former French Cameroon. That is the reality. The union took place. So for those who are celebrating 1st of October as an independent of Southern Cameroon, the truth is that the independence came as a result of union with La République du Cameroun. So there is no independence without unity. 1st of October is the day of unification. Is the day when Cameroon and French Cameroon and English Cameroon came together to form the Cameroon that has evolved today. The country that you see today as Cameroon is a super state made up of 2 states. I want to make that clear because only the truth shall set us free. We have indoctrinated ourselves and promote propaganda on both sides. And I'm going to address this issue in a proper way, in a form that I've taken time to write down so that you people should be consuming proper education from this platform. Welcome to this platform where we speak the truth, the voice of the voiceless. Thank you for joining us across the globe. 1st of October have come. What is the real story about the Federal Republic of Cameroon? What is the real story about Cameroon changing its names back to the Republic of Cameroon or La République du Cameroun after the formation of 1st of October 1961? Let us start by looking back to the core of the fact. On that day, in the United Nations General Assembly, a resolution was passed, a resolution called 1608, confirmed, established without doubt that a new federal state was created, was formed by merging the Southern Cameroons with the Republic of Cameroon, or in French, La République du Cameroun. This was the foundational moment, and it reflects itself in the federal constitution that emerges in Cameroon, that came into effect in Cameroon. The idea was that a new country, what we call a superstate, was to respect the English-speaking people and the French-speaking people. That was the idea about it, the vision about it, their identity in a federal arrangement. That this superstate will in itself compose of 2 states. Now, over time, the name of that superstate was changed, and it has transitioned into a unitary state. One of the biggest misconceptions that has crippled our people and hold them bondages is the reverting to the name the Republic of Cameroon or La République du Cameroun, the changing of that name. It means we somehow undid the union or undo the union, or we have gone back. Another misconception is that because of the structural changes and because of the flag is no longer 2-star, it means that It is not originally, we have gone back to La Republique, the country have gone back to La Republique. The original agreement has vanished because Cameroon have changed the name. Those are the reality that our people have in their mind. But let us be clear. The map did not change. The flag that was adopted with a single star represented a unified state, not a return back to the state. Moving forward, none of those historical facts that a federal union, a superstate, was formed in 1961 was altered because a name was changed. We were still West Cameroon. The French side of this Cameroon was still East Cameroon. By bringing up these references and addressing these misconceptions directly, we can help everyone on both sides to understand historical reality, and that this reality is anchored in documented fact, that any of our opinions, our group's ideology must be based on. The federal state was created. It was a fact. The union was created. The superstate was created. And that is the truth we need to hold on to, no matter what happened. Understanding this helps us to deal with the challenges of marginalization of every things that we have happened with our history that might have led our people to believe that the union had disappeared, or that we have returned to a purely pre-1961 state. We didn't. The root of the union remained part of our history, our legal foundation. We have done diplomacy, gone to Spain, gone to many places, and they have told us repeatedly that we must base whatever we are doing on this foundation. In the end, by expanding on these points that I'm giving you, we want to give you, who follow us, who listen it, who seek for the truth, Francophones and Anglophones, a clearer and more logical picture to go forward. The truth is that the federal union creation was what is supposed to build us and lead us through. Whatever peace we design, whatever future we want, it must be based on that root foundation. They talk about root cause. This is the root foundation. By embracing this truth, if you are an Ambazonian, go and research it. If I'm lying, if you are a Cameroonian, go and research it. We can move forward with a stronger, a clearer understanding of our shared history. That we Francophones and Anglophones, we are now one country that was supposed to protect our identity. Is it protecting our identity? No. Today the regime is more isolated. The people can see clearly, Francophones and Anglophones, that we are not part of this system that was supposed to protect their identity and our identity. We must find that commonality, that common base from which we can now challenge the system and demand for real change. It will not come by anger. It will come by articulation. We must sit with Francophones, true Francophones patriots, and say, look, this country is equally ours. How do we use this country, transform this country, transform its institutions so that it can protect our identity and present us in the foreign lands and in diplomacy as one people? How can we and Francophones, I work with Francophones, I have them as my employees. I go to parties with Francophones. Coco Ashanti was here in Edmonton, I was there. How do we sit together as one? We must deal with the elephant in the room. In meetings in Yaoundé, in Douala, Francophones and Anglophones, they come together. There is that elephant in the room because that base has been shaken. It is being taken advantage of by the system that seeks to use this division to dominate both sides. Francophones, by going through the Maurice Kamto rejection and denying the right to even have their presidential candidate, should make them to realize the state in which we are. Even as we push these solutions of one country, two people, the regime itself must know that they cannot last forever. Nothing will last forever that is not based on truth. Their manipulation will fail. The Paul Atanganji, who is creating the illusion that Ambazonia is a terrorist state, Southern Cameroonians are terrorists, Anglophones have the propensity to do stupid things, will not last for long, because I am here. We are reasonable people. Even the Prime Minister in Cameroon is a reasonable man. We are people who are patriots, who love Cameroon. We just don't want to be treated the way we are being treated. We want to create a new social contract where both of us will feel belonging, we feel empowered, we feel we can hold the Cameroon flag and anthem with pride, which we cannot do today. We have to look at that root foundation and build a new society and a new future. If you have had these conceptions before, that the country changed its names, it means Cameroon have gone back to La République, or you are Francophone, would think that we were never a British colony and we were never a French colony and such like that, we were born together by that idea. No, we came together on 1st of October by a decision taken by the United Nations due to opinions sampling in our territory that choose Cameroon, not Nigeria. It wasn't a destiny that we were meant to be. It was a decision that was taken. Just like many other African countries, they have flags and borders that they didn't choose. But what we do with this thing, what we do with this super state, this Cameroon now that we have, is up to us. It's up to us, not up to the French. It's not up to anybody else. We must take that responsibility. We must embrace it with patriotic spirit, with love, based on truth. And God will see us through. Have a wonderful day, everybody. God bless you.